Yes, good that you're watching to the weekly Monday stream here on JorRaptor channel. Wow, great intro. We have got some things to talk about because Ubisoft has announced some changes to that weekly reset system. Thanks everyone for joining already here in the chat. Of course, if you're watching later, hello, hello. It's an interesting day today for Shadows, so stay tuned to all the channels for a lot of info. What we're gonna talk about here though is the fact that, and we're gonna just do it a bit different. I wanna make sure everyone is all aligned. Let's see if I can see everyone. I think we can, right? Tamaya's asking what is Assassin's Creed Shadows. Well, the game you're watching here. Thanks everyone for joining. Let's just, like I said, go over here. Black Knight, good to see you, Joseph. Skata. So basically, yesterday in the Discord, Ubisoft dropped an interesting post regarding what's going on with the weekly reset. Hey, Midnight Sniper Doc, #slinging slasher, GC Jordy, good to see you as always. Gaming Videos, good to see you too. So we're gonna look, of course, at the exchange, etc. But this is more important. If we go over here to the Assassin's Creed Reddit, we have a post from Bellingard, or Belligard, who copied it from the Discord. Let's read it together, and I'm really curious to hear your thoughts, of course, as well. We're making a change to anomaly cycle with the Animus Hub. The change will adjust the reset from its current 7-day cycle to a 3.5-day cycle, changing twice per week, in order to help accelerate the time you need to unlock project rewards. Okay, so this is pretty good. Instead of like having the weekly missions reset once a week, it now happens twice. Basically, we get double the amount of missions, so we can get double the amount of data fragments, which is great. At this time, we're also increasing the repeatable extra reward requirement from 2,500 to 10,000 data fragments. So that's a 4 times increase. We're actively working on adding new ways to earn data fragments, which we hope to share soon. This current weekly cycle will extend an additional 4 hours to ensure there's no downtime. For future reference, moving forward, the cycles will reset on Thursday at 6 p.m. UTC, 2 p.m. ET, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Mondays, so they will now also reset on Mondays, 6 a.m. UTC, 2 a.m. ET, 11 p.m. Pacific time. So that's even on a Sunday. A lot of information. This sounds good. But if you then look at this, what they're basically saying here is, okay, so you get twice the amount of missions, so twice the amount of data fragments, but in order to get the keys, so if we go into the game and to the Animus Hub here. So of course, at the end of a project, if you've completed everything, there's this like endless sort of key thing that gives you 400 keys. Right now, this is actually a better example. You need 2,500. We see that in the bottom right corner of the screen. 2,500 to get 400 keys. So they're going to change that to 10,000. Right now, if you do 4 missions, you can claim 400 keys. So every week, you can get 400 keys. What will happen right now, and that we will talk about the exchange and why the whole weekly reset stream is going to be kind of weird from now on. With that change, so it's not happening yet. I think it will happen a few hours from this stream. I do 4 missions. I only get a quarter of this bar here instead of the full thing. which means that I have to do 4 times the amount of missions. So 4 times all the anomalies for 400 keys. While first I only had to do 4 missions. Basically first, it seems like you now have to do 16 anomaly missions to get 400 keys. First, it was only 4 missions. Sure, it means that you can get the project rewards faster. But to be fair, I think everyone who cares about this project, who's watching this stream right now, probably already has done all the project rewards. So they're basically nerfing the amount of keys we can get. And to be fair, it was already not that great. Every week 400 meant that if we look at the exchange, so we can also check the new items that are for sale here. Oh, hey, this is the first time I think this one is for sale. That's great. So it's a fine selection. I know PlayStation Game Size, if you're watching, go get it. Go get it. I sadly cannot see how much these items are. I think if we go to the Discord, let me quickly go to the Discord. Because if you're not in the Discord yet, Brock is sharing that, of course, as a moderator. Totally go there, because we have our lovely community member, T-Elf, there, who basically every day and every week posts the full exchange reset. So you can just look it up on your phone or on your browser or whatever. So, for example, here, the Naginata that we have here, this one cost 1,350 keys. So, if you could get 400 keys per week, that meant that you had to play 4 weeks for one weapon. With this new system, like you need to play 8 weeks. Because we can now, sure, we can do 8 missions per week, but it will cost us 16 for 400 keys. First, it would only cost us 4 missions for 400 keys, but we could only do 4 per week. So, they're making it easier for people that don't really care about this system, because they have not advanced the projects yet. But for the people that actually care, that want to get the keys, that are logging in every week to make sure that they get the keys and do the anomalies, it gets way worse. Now, of course, the part where they say, okay, we are going to we're actively working on adding new ways to earn data fragments, which we hope we share soon. I think they should have announced this already. Because right now, it seems like a significant nerf. But if they came forward and said, okay, so next to being able to do the weekly missions 2 times a week, which gives you 5,000 data fragments, basically, we're also adding dailies. Or we're adding every week, on the exchange reset, 2 camps or like multiple forts in the region will be reset. You can do them again, kill the Samurai Daisho. If you do that, you also get 2,000 data fragments. I'm just saying something random. Okay, so then we make the calculation and be like, okay, now we can actually earn more data fragments per week than before. But we have to play more. And I think that is, and let's get into the game as well. That is, I think, the core of what is going on here. They basically realized that, of course, Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, they had daily missions. Every day you could earn the Orichalcum or the Reda currency in Valhalla. But in Shadows, they only have the weekly stuff. So you can just every week be done in one go. And they probably looked at the stats. And yeah, that's kind of what gaming is nowadays. Engagement is sometimes even more important than sales. Because they see engagement, okay, if people play our game more, they're more likely to spend money on the DLC or on the new item pack or whatever. So if we have more points in the week, more times that we can have people come into the game, right now they're starting with having 2 weekly resets basically for the weekly missions. That is 2 times that you want to play if you want to do all the get all the data fragments. That is twice the amount of time people will spend in the game. So what will very likely happen is that we will have to play way more to get the same amount of rewards, the same amount of keys. And that's why I think this is not a good system or not a nice change at all. So yeah, that's kind of the situation we're in right now. I'm gonna kick off. I'm gonna kick or look at the chat here if you have any questions. Of course, if you have questions for me in the comments, etc. Let me know. Good to see you, Melissa, as well. So Maya, thanks always for your support. When will the next roadmap drop? Ubisoft said they announced that they have 5 million players now for Shadows, and they also said we're gonna have updates this week. It's now Thursday. Usually news doesn't drop on Friday unless it's bad news. Unless there are layoffs, they announce that on a Friday. All I'm saying, it's Thursday now. What's the time? Let's just wait and see what happens today. Let's wait and see. And I'm, by the way, feeling good this stream, like in general. We're gonna do some crazy things. I'm gonna finally do things that I've been holding out for because it's time. We're gonna complete everything I've not done yet. That's actually pretty sick that you also make that vulnerable. We're playing on Nightmare. Might change that to speed things up a bit. So, people are asking, what are the weekly anomalies? Oh yeah, that's another wrinkle to the situation we're currently in. I want to change my outfit, by the way. Don't want to be rocking this one. Oh. So, what they have now done, and this is really, really weird. I don't want to rock this either. Let's just go for the previous anomaly chest. What they have now done is the exchange still resets at the time of the stream, but the anomalies reset 4 hours later. So yeah, 4 hours from now is when we get the new missions, and they're not even weekly anymore. They're 3.5 day missions. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I think this might go even faster, this build. So yeah, I mean, I will still be able to do anomalies, but they will just be the ones.
What did you think to gain by betraying Lord Nobunaga?
What a great way to say thank you to 5 million players. Look, again, this system could totally be better than it seems now. If they add way more fun ways to earn data fragments, but it really seems that they changed this system before they were able to, had thought of or have the other anomaly stuff ready. Because if I go to the Animus hub right now, it says at the anomalies, it says 3 hours and 45 minutes before we can get the new ones. And I think when that happens, this that now says 2500 will change to 10,000. So yeah, in 3.5 hours, getting the keys will be way harder. Now, what they are obviously saying, and that is true, they are saying, okay, it will be way easier to get the project levels, because yeah, you can get way more data fragments now per week because we get twice the amount of missions. My prediction is, and we don't know this for certain. Of course, the new project, we know it's coming, but it has not been announced yet. My prediction is that project will basically cost more per will basically cost more per level. I really think they're gonna increase the amount of data fragments needed to reach levels in the next project. Okay, Solo Leveling is asking, are these weekly items worth it? So let's quickly check on those, of course, as well. I need some updated best builds after the last update. Hey Severus, good to see you as well. I was so close to get the 400 keys. Yeah, I really hope that they don't immediately change to 10,000, but I think they will. So, okay, so to give you a quick rundown, of course, of the items that they are selling. So that's why I think the weekly reset stream will still be on this time, because that is when the exchange still resets. I think in terms of stats, none of them are actually worth it. They do have this fun combo going on now. Let's just go for this and then I will change it to... So, the fun combo with this build is... And we can then change to this one. Okay, I actually got the mount as well, so I'm gonna quickly show you that. So this is the mount that is for sale. Totally, I think, the coolest mythical mount that they have. But also not a, you must run out and get it. I really think, unless you like love a mount, that the mounts are just too expensive now. They're like 2,300 or something. That's a lot if they are lowering the amount of keys we can get. Oh, we have to talk to the guy, of course.
Greetings, Hori Hidemasa.
To be fair though, I've never seen this helmet before in a cutscene.
I have spoken with
that is awesome that the skeleton is moving.
Thank you, Hidemasa.
That is insane. I did not know that.
Greetings, Hori Hidemasa.
I am afraid I have no new...
Okay, that is actually really cool. But yeah, it seems like I have to... Got the skill mask, nice Tim. It looks awesome, and again, like I said, that I never saw that before. That's awesome. They gotta stop nerfing things with each update. We've never had a change to a live service, like a post-launch system, like with Shadows. It tells me once again that they had no plan for, yeah, making sure people would have something fun to do in the game. The only thing that got changed post-launch regarding the weekly systems was in Valhalla. Where they added more spots to Reda's
Look at me.
to Reda's selection, so they actually buffed it. But they never nerf things. In Odyssey, they actually improved the weekly missions at one point.
Mercy might stay my hand. It gives me no pleasure to take your life, but honor demands it.
My heart had grown heavy by the cruelties I'd witnessed. For both the
Hey,
guilty
Subu Gaming.
and the innocent.
One mount costs 2,850. Oh, FIFA Star, that's insane.
A young samurai.
Yes, Everest, the exchange is still at the same time. I might try and get the Kitsune dual pack through the exchange though. I spent too much in this PC.
Abandon your silks and flee the castle.
I always like to stay, yeah, make sure that they stay alive. I don't know. Another stream when the anomalies are set? Probably not. Probably not. But yeah, like, what do you guys think? Should I go live at the exchange? I'm gonna make a poll. I think I will just go live on the exchange. I think it's like the most fun to go live at the exchange when the new items are for sale. Because yeah, I think that is still the most fun part. Like, I can then still do the anomalies from Monday. And then, yeah, you can wait a few hours and do the anomalies from, like, you can do that in your own time. Thank you for the new info stream. I do not care about the project. If I want the pack, I straight up buy it in the store. I'm on my second playthrough without New Game Plus. Well, more power to you, of course. But I do think it's like important to talk about these things, because otherwise Ubisoft will just change them and there will be no resistance whatsoever. And right now, are we gonna kiss him with our skeleton head on?
Our offering to Lord Nobunaga has been its own reward. But you
That would be sick.
are
That
an
would be sick.
unexpected gift.
One that is
The
given
more live, the
freely.
more fun.
I am certain that this is
I
the
think you
end
have to
of
go
our
live later
alliance.
today.
I have other obligations I must honor.
Then let me offer you something in remembrance. The helmet I wear was given to me by Lord Nobunaga.
You
He
think
would
the
have been
expansions will be as
pleased
good
for you to have it.
as the Odysseys were?
Am I worthy of such a treasure?
I don't know. I think it's hard to say.
Allow me to look into your eyes.
Allow me to
And
look into your
see
eyes, dude.
into
I have a
your heart.
freaking red glowing eye. Oh, allow me to look into your eyes.
You are more than worthy.
This is sick.
And this moment we have shared.
Correct answer is stream 2 times a
will be
week.
My treasure to keep.
Hey, Samaya, the Monday stream will be on 7 a.m. in the morning for me. That's crazy. They only touch helmets, no kiss. That was so much fun. Look into your eyes. It's the only one I've not done yet, I think. Oh my god. Kaden, the packs in my country are 3 times the price. It's ridiculous for me to buy them. So yeah, I mean, again, having a good exchange system is super important, I think. Finally reaching a new level again. Yo, I just started the game yesterday. It's pretty slow, lots of cutscenes. I bought the XP boost and loot maps. Man got no patience. But yeah, it starts pretty slow, but it opens up a lot. It opens up a lot. I actually like the opening part. I thought the flashbacks with the meditation minigame for Naue were a lot of fun. I don't want to be using this Kusarigama, by the way. I'm kind of over it. But still needed though. Still needed. Whatever. Any changes? Don't matter. It's boring either way. I mean, more power to you. Why did you click on the stream? Well, they told us you won't get the collapse trophy. Yeah, that's actually new info we learned. Ipsarp, I think, asked it. Yeah, a lovely community member in the Discord. At the Ubisoft, to the Ubisoft support people. And they indeed confirmed, as I already kind of predicted, because in Valhalla this was the case as well. The critical role items and the Dead by Daylight pack will not be in the exchange. So, like, I really think it's like licensing stuff, licensing reasons, etc. I think I'm taking a detour here, but hopefully we can reach the top. Pathfinder, help me. Cannot guide you further. You're screwed, man. Okay, I see a path. I see a way forward. It's like they're pushing the Helix store by making the exchange less useful. To me, it's more that they are pushing engagement. Like they're making, they want you to spend more time in the game by, yeah, giving us twice the weekly missions. But if they And yeah, they're making the exchange less useful too by making it harder to earn keys as well. For sure, for sure. But I think the main reason is that they just want more weekly stuff. And again, I really think that they already say that they have more stuff in the works. I want to know what that is. So I hope they announce that soon too. Oh, we only need to pray it 2 times. What can we expect from the DLC releases in Q2? Yeah, Alex, so for people who don't know, Ubisoft announced that they are releasing the DLC in either July, August, or September. September at the latest. I, for whatever reason, have a feeling that they're taking way more... That they're taking... That they're kind of like... putting more effort into the DLC or something. We learned that the DLC has been in the works for 2 years. And, for example, the Wrath of the Druids. I hope I'm able to, like, ask that question if I can. But I wanna... It does feel like they are... For one, by releasing it a bit later than the Odyssey DLCs, for example, and the Origins DLCs. I don't know, I have a feeling that they're really trying to... do something different. Of course, the fact that it takes place after the main story, I think is already a huge plus. Because then they also know, okay, everyone who's playing this DLC, they are good at the game, right? They've finished the game already, so we can add some more powerful enemies and also more powerful loot. And that is where Valhalla, of course, really, it wasn't as exciting because
Lord Fujitaka's men
they could not push the story forward, and a lot of the rewards you got were not that impactful at all. Which items are in the exchange? I will show you quickly. I did not show you the Yasuke combo yet. I will do that in a moment. But basically, the items are not good, but they are looking pretty cool. Again, I think the mount is just too expensive, but it is one of the cooler mounts. And yeah, getting this hat, I know people have been waiting for it for a long time. Because the chest piece for Yasuke was already in the store, or was already in the exchange before. This is of course a deluxe edition item. It's really bad. And it looks cool, but it's not worth it. I'm gonna rock it here in a moment. But yeah, I will show you this combo in a second. But quickly change the outfit piece here for now. If I can, I probably have to stand up first. Here, this one. So this is of course that deluxe edition outfit. The hat has been in the exchange before. Yeah, these deluxe edition items have shown up many times. The roguelite was a very fun addition. Yeah, the Valhalla Forgotten Saga is still one of my favorite free content, I think Ubisoft ever did, but also maybe elsewhere. So Maya, thanks as always for your support. So Maya is asking if they are, if it's more focused on engagement, do you think they will bring back Odyssey's DLC episodic structure later DLCs? I mean, never say never. Okay, he's like fighting. Wow, I hate the fact that I'm not getting my tools back anymore.
I can't do this alone. Come.
Let's see if I can reach the guy from. If I can jump on him, that would be nice.
We must check the area.
But so I asked Bruno, the live content director on Odyssey, if the episodic structure was useful or was helpful for them. And on paper it was of course nice, because every month, almost every month, they had a new big DLC. Or I could jump on him. And So what that meant is that if you, like me and many people watching here, where we're playing every week at least, then you had something new to look forward to every month. Like the Odyssey post-launch for that reason was very, very well done. But what they saw for the more casual people is that people waited for the whole, for all the 3 episodes to be available, and then they decided to play the DLC. But of course, especially nowadays, with how much like entertainment there is, people don't have a lot of like patience, and they're jumping from one hype thing to the next. Like Superman comes out, everyone is like hyped for a few weeks, and then you kind of move on. And you only have like one moment to capture people and to get them excited. And if you then have that moment for one piece of a DLC, and then you're playing it and you're like, oh, this is great. Oh, okay, this is the end. It has like a cliffhanger and now I have to wait a month and a half or something. It worked out for the let's have something cool every week for the hardcore people. But for the casual people, it was not a great strategy. So I don't think they will ever go back to that. But I do think there are many other ways they can still launch meaningful content every week. And I hope that that is what they're working on with the data fragment system. For me, it's just wild that they are figuring... Like, it's like they're basically building the car on the driveway, if that makes sense. Like the car's already riding and they're building it at the same time. They're changing the wheels. And that's too late. Like, and that's what we're seeing now. They're changing fundamentals about how this post-launch was gonna work, as if they did not plan this beforehand. I could have told them the moment they were thinking about this post-launch that, okay, only doing weekly missions and nothing else, and only having like one big update every 4 weeks. Yeah, that means that people are only gonna play the game maybe once a week or once a month. Oh, you don't want that? Well, space things out. I still think it would have been cooler if, I mean, they should have like completely changed the structure of the post-launch. It's still cool to have this big update in one drop, but it's clearly not what they want, because otherwise they would not be changing this anomaly system. Okay, now I'm gonna change to Yasuke and do that combo with the Naginata and the headgear. Alex asking York, when can we expect the Ubisoft 4 this year? Don't expect anything. They will be at Gamescom. Maybe they will have something at Gamescom, but yeah, they have the Prince of Persia remake still coming. I think next year is gonna be huge for Ubisoft in terms of the amount of stuff they have. They actually confirmed that there is a Ghost Recon like first-person shooter coming. So that is one of the games they have. They've been working on a Far Cry game for a very long time. Far Cry 6 is now 4 years old, which is crazy to think about. We should skip these guys though. They of course have Assassin's Creed Hexe, should be dropping next year. So they got a ton of stuff. So I'm expecting a huge Ubisoft 4 next year, but this year they're kind of going quiet, and I think that's good. Good for them. DLC trailer at Gamescom, maybe. I would not rule that out. So. Thank God for Yasuke's increased jumps and parkour moves. Yeah, we are really doing like not smart things at all. I have to look at the perks again. So instantly charged posture attacks when poisoned. Oh, I have to be poisoned myself, of course. Okay, so the head is very bad in terms of stats. The head is very bad in terms of stats, so I'm gonna switch that back to my actual head. That has like way more damage for me. But what we can do is access this. You kind of want to get this, and if you've been following, you kind of know this this amulet, because then you trigger poison on a or then you trigger a poison with a posture attack. And here you restore 8% health on hitting poisoned enemies. So what you can do, and you will see that in a moment here, is a very good combo with this Naginata. I still don't think the Naginata is worth it for the stats. Maybe you like the look of it, that's fine. Look, now he's poisoned. Look at my health. I'm gonna get health back if I get some time to attack. But of course, this is Nightmare, so the enemies are less forgiving. Now it's my turn. Okay, he's not poisoned anymore, so we're gonna do it like this. But yeah, we're poisoning enemies left and right, and while they are poisoned, I'm getting health back, which is very, very good. Okay, that sucks. It sadly doesn't work on this ability. That would have been so OP. And I also love how the blade turns red if you actually attack an enemy who's poisoned, so get health back. But yeah, it's kind of good. But that's really mostly because of the amulet I'm using and not because of the Naginata. Yo, guy. The Depot Merchant, okay. How do you like these poisons?
My business is getting an end to yours.
Yeah, it's a pretty good combo, as you can see. I'm just spamming the charged heavy attack, getting health back. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is a sick combo. Far Cry 7 next year, you think? J Ultimate? Ubisoft has too many games next year. They also have Splinter Cell potentially next year. So I really think they have to space them out, especially if GTA is coming later than I don't think they're gonna hit May. I think they're gonna hit October. That would like ruin Ubisoft's whole plan. I think it's gonna launch in their financial year, so probably before the end of March. And Far Cry did not do very well in October, Far Cry 6, but that had other reasons as well. So I would not be surprised if they're going back to the March 2027 window with Far Cry 7. And if you just joined, the outfit I'm wearing here is also for sale at the exchange. I don't want any guardians on me. Have you tried Wuchang Fallen Feathers yet? Yeah, I've played, I've not given it a fair shot. To me, it felt too much like a Souls-like. So I played it, I think, for an hour. And I was like... Dennis played a lot, we did tips on it, and that video turned out really great. So I'm happy we were still able to provide some content on the game. But for me, it felt like too much of a Souls-like. I love Stellar Blade, I love Wukong, but that is also because those games, while lending like certain design choices from Souls-like, they are more action games. And Wuchang, for me, felt way too much like a Souls-like. I know I've not given it a fair shot, but I was like, no! I think it's already too late, but yeah, I'm already on it. GTA 6 may never drop. The thing is with GTA 6, there's so much riding on that game that delaying it is always the best choice.
You're not a customer. What is your business here?
My business is putting an end to yours.
My business is putting an end to yours. That is true. Oh my god. Why did I pick Naue again for this? Why do I only have 3? Let's see what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna focus on that guy.
I will bring them
Okay, he's dead.
down.
I stunned him in the attacks from the enemy. So that was actually great. Goodbye to you guys. I can't wait for Hell is Us. Yeah, there are many games coming out in the next few months that are exciting. First, Dying Light the Beast, of course. We got that Shadows DLC somewhere in there too. I should probably use that new mount so you can see that mount in action to ride there. Pathfinder on. Follow road. Let's go, hands-free mode. Indeed, I hate Souls-like games. Yeah, it was too much of a... I already know how this, like, telegraph the attacks, blah, blah, blah. I love with Wukong, it was, like, way more... Okay, you got these cool abilities. It felt, like, very good to play. I don't know. Any news on when the new Animus project and new gear drops? Well, of course, if there's news on it, I will let you know. And I want to let you know as well that Ubisoft said they are going to give updates this week, and the week is almost over. So keep an eye on the channel. That's all I'm gonna say. Will we be covering Dying Light the Beast? It depends. It depends on if we get like an early copy, if we have time for it. But I'm looking forward to it. Well, Capt Gamer, I hope I pronounced it. Capt Gamerken. Capt Game American is probably what you mean. Either way, I appreciate you. You're an inspiration. I appreciate that. Say Lack if you're still here. Goodbye to you. Any news on Jade yet? No, that's really a big question mark for me. But I'm down for it. I hope it comes back, and I really think Jade is gonna show how, like, I don't want to say like poorly, but like I think Jade is gonna show how he can also do a post-launch for an Assassin's Creed game. We are already seeing that a lot with. We're already seeing that a lot with Destiny Rising, which is like a mobile game by NetEase, and they're already doing a lot of things that people wanted in Destiny 2 for a long time. And they're all launching with it, like player housing and stuff, and they have a lot of like, other cool things. And I would not be surprised if they are able to get out way more content way quicker than Bungie. And I just have a feeling that will be the case for Jade as well, if that eventually comes out. But the amount of content we get for that and etc. will be of way more substance, and actually every week and all that sort of stuff. We got a Teppo seller, we got a Teppo smuggler.
Try again.
Who does not have any friends anymore. Is now running away. Really? Are you running away? Can we? Oh. Okay. We're just gonna do a fair fight. But yeah, I'm not sure what they're waiting for with Jade, because I played it 2 years ago and it already seemed very far along. Now we of course know that Tencent, who is making the game, has now done a huge investment in Ubisoft. So you would think it's in their best interest as well to get it out. This is, by the way, the Beyblade build. I think it is, yeah. It is. Because I'm like poisoning the guy, he's gonna die. Goodbye. There he is. There he went. Can we leave through there, please? I like it. I like to throw these smoke bombs in a camp with these types of bandits. Because they all die. They all die. Thanks, Ganojo. That was a nice combo. I hate it when I can't leave through there. There must be another way out. We do have a chest, let's get that too. Okay, getting the key health on deflect again. I think we can move out through there. Dying Light the Beast looks really good. Did you see any of the previews, Jor? Hey, Codex Seeker. Oh wow, I should probably finish the this one as well. Oh, we can like unlock this. That's nice. Oh, there's one Samurai Daisho. We should probably go kill him. Where though? No, I already know I'm gonna play the game, so I'm always like, okay, do I really want to see previews? But I saw that people were really excited about it. I watched a bit of gameplay, but I was like, yeah, I'm already on board. I'm already on board. I have high hopes for it, actually. The timing is just not... It's not bad, the timing. And it's like 20 hours or something. I'm excited for it. Feels like the Daisho is then probably in that part of the camp, right? Jade by nature, necessity post-launch by being a live service game. I mean, they have been talking about Shadows before launch as kind of an MMO structure as well. They with these RPG Assassin's Creed games, they also want to... I mean, that's why they're doing all the post-launch stuff. There are just multiple ways to do it. But you're right, like, Jade is a free-to-play game. They really need... They kind of need that. But I still think that it will be interesting to see how both games tackle these things. Where is the Daisho though? Like down here. Only 2 rations. Nightmare difficulty. Oh, there he is. There he is. Nice. Okay. Some room to breathe. Time to change things up a bit. Get some healing while in the smoke bomb.
Where'd they go?
Okay. They still see me. Okay. Oh my god. 2 stones to the head. 2 stones to the head. Dying Light the Beast is badass. When I bought this game, I expected a good story project like Odyssey, but instead I got a single player MMO with daily quests. It's a pity. Again, I think the first DLC will totally deliver more of what we want. Hopefully the story is a bit better. Hey RoboWizzo, good to see you. So in short, for people who are just joining, the changes with the weekly missions is that they're not weekly anymore. So what they're basically going to do is they are going to, right now, instead of resetting at the exchange, the weekly missions, or basically one set of anomalies resets on... should we do Yasuke? So I do think I will just run through the camp. One set of missions will reset 4 hours after the exchange, and then there will be a second reset in the week on Monday or Sunday, depending on where you live. But like Sunday 11 PM in Pacific time. So what happens is that this basically means that you get double the amount of data fragments. So you can speed up the amount of... let me see if I still have that. Yeah, I need to have the other helmet. So yeah, there are 8 missions now per week instead of 4. But the downside is that they're gonna change the amount of key or data fragments required for the unlimited key project level at the end of every project. So first it would give you 400 keys for 2,500 data fragments. And 2,500 data fragments, if you did 4 missions, you get 2,500 data fragments. Basically, every week you could get 400 keys. What they're doing now though is increasing the amount required for that for those 400 unlimited keys from 2,500 to 10,000. So sure, we can now get 5,000 data fragments per week basically. It will cost us twice the amount of time though, but we get 50% of the reward. Because, yeah, you are spending way more time on these missions. You're getting 5,000 data fragments, but instead of 2,500, you need 10,000. They are working on more ways to get data fragments. So yeah, that means that sure, maybe in the future there will be more keys we can earn in a week than before. But in order to get all those keys, we will need to play way more, because again, you now have 8 missions per week instead of 4 that give 5,000, and then probably they're gonna maybe add dailies, or they're gonna do another weekly event. I hope that they are going to do something with the castles. So Simon has already kind of teased this. Maybe he's gonna incorporate it into the exchange system. Basically, that they every week reset 1 or 2 camps, complete them, and you get data fragments too. That is kind of my bet. That is that. But yeah, it's still a question. It's still a question on what else they're gonna do. Right now, it's bad news. The only upside is that if you did not finish any of the projects, the first 2 projects yet, that it is now basically easier to unlock those levels, because you can speed things up twice as fast. But my prediction is that for the inevitable 3rd or 4th, or like how many projects they're gonna do in one go, that you will require more data fragments for each level. I don't have weekly missions at all. Lena, look at the if we go to the Animus, look at the anomaly timer. You see that it actually takes 3 more hours for them to reset. Yeah, so Lena, that's what I mean. It's called greed. Yeah, it's not a good look. You don't want to be changing these things after the fact. Are people planning on watching the Battlefield trailer? Is it like dropping in 5 minutes or something? I'm afraid that the Battlefield trailer might have some copyrighted music. I don't know. What's the best armor and weapons for Naue? I can like quick. I'm playing Naue now. So yeah, the vault over enemies is basically the best perk for her on the headgear, because that makes sure you go over. Yeah, that makes sure that you basically make them vulnerable and get the backstab damage in. And then I use a Tanto because the charged heavy attack from the Tanto is very, very strong. So that's kind of the combo. I mean, I've been rocking the Beyblade build, of course, as you might know. Four minutes, okay. So 9 at night for me to wait for the missions. Yeah, but you can like do them, of course, later as well. And good to note is that on Monday there's a reset happening for you too. So it happens on 2 times per week now. But yeah, we get 50% less keys, even if you do. Again, right now we're spending twice the amount of time for 50% of the rewards before this change.
What did you find?
Nothing so far.
I thought I could do a double. We can watch the Battlefield trailer, but the moment they start blasting some copyrighted music. I should probably go away. Yeah, it feels good to finally finish these things off, because I've been waiting for a long time. Just to, if they would change something for the targets, to have footage for it, etc, etc. I'm also finally gonna finish the arena, but I'm gonna do that for sure. That sucks, so little keys, I want Reda back. That I've never heard someone say that, but I kind of get where you're coming from, actually. Whoa, he's a big boy. The slaver. How do you like my Beyblade? Oh, he's gonna die from the poison, right? Come on, you don't like the poison. Yeah.
One less slaver ripping people from their families.
What a big...
Now to cut off their main source of income.
But yeah, this is, like I said, an insane combo. Fall over the enemy. Now they're vulnerable, so you get more damage. They stand behind you, so you instantly do the backstab. Charged heavy attack with the Tanto, super, super good. And yeah, before you know it. You, I insta-kill almost all enemies on Nightmare with that tactic. Apart from like high health targets, of course. And that is of course also with the trinket that gives me 200% more damage. That is of course key for everything. So what now? So how do we continue now? Am I missing something? Do you think they will reveal the Black Flag remake at Gamescom? No. I think they will wait. They want to focus on the DLC, I think, for Shadows first. I could see it at the Game Awards, though, and then a release in March or something. Unless they're still planning it this year, that would be huge. But I think I am going to end the stream here, though. So thanks all for watching. I hope you had a great time. So totally keep an eye on the channel. Because, of course, Ubisoft said they're going to share updates about the future of Assassin's Creed Shadows this week. It's Thursday now. They usually don't do that stuff on Friday. So just refresh the channel maybe, but you know. That's all I can say. So, thanks all for watching. Hope you had a great time. And, yeah. You will hear me very soon. I'm sure. I'm sure. Have a great rest of the day. And, next week, Joyce will be taking over again. Because I'm taking one more break. Before everything starts getting crazy in August, September, and all that stuff. Bro did not look happy playing this. Dude, go play Nightmare. You have to focus. Thanks, Brock, as always.